Today's Cloud Gaming News Day is gonna be all GeForce Now, and that's because they have an absolute ton of news to share. As per usual, whenever a new month rolls around, GeForce Now themselves put out a list of games that are set to release that month. And let me just say, the month of September is looking packed and pretty damn good. Honestly, there are a lot of notable titles I actually want to play here. Out of a total of 34 games coming this month, 16 of those titles are date-and-date releases to the service. But before we dive into some of the more notable releases this month, I want to take a focus on what's coming out this week, of which there are 13 titles in all. I'll be going over the highlights of the week, including all day-and-date releases and notable games you should be taking a look at, and then I'll quickly break down the rest of the list as we go on. First up is Song of Iron, and it's a day-and-date release over on Steam. In this title, man, monster, and nature itself will try and stop you. Fight through it all in this gritty adventure game where combat is intense, visceral, and dangerous. Use a bow, axe, and shield to fight back, but take care, weapons can be lost, arrows will run out, and shields will be broken. You'll explore your ancient and mysterious homeland as you journey through forests, into caves, and climb mountains as you seek vengeance. As a quick side note, the game was made by a solo developer, and I always have to give credit where it's due. It looks pretty impressive. The next day-and-date release of the week we're taking a look at is Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. It's available on Steam, and in it you'll get to embark on a journey to a realm overrun by demons in a new epic RPG from the creators of the critically acclaimed Pathfinder Kingmaker. You'll explore the nature of good and evil, learn the true cost of power, and rise as a mythic hero capable of deeds beyond mortal expectations. So be sure to gather your party, lead the crusade, and choose your path, as every choice here has a consequence. I think it's safe to assume this is definitely aimed at the D&D audience, so if you enjoy that style of game, definitely check this out. From what I've seen, it actually looks pretty good. Next is WRC 10 FIA World Rally Championships, which is a day-and-date release on Steam and will be coming soon to the Epic Games Store as well. This title is hailed by reviewers and professional drivers. The standard-setting off-road racing simulation has been reinvented. You'll get to reach the 2021 season podium, and to celebrate the 50th anniversary of competition, relive the highlights at the wheel of legendary cars. The game features 4 of the rallies from 2021, Estonia, Croatia, Belgium, and Spain, 6 historic rallies, 120 special stages, 52 official teams, and 20 legendary cars. Anyone who's a fan of rallies should check this series out. It's a fantastic one. I've played them myself, and I really recommend them. The last day-and-date release for the week is Golf Club Wasteland, which is available on Steam starting September 3rd. After human life is wiped out, Earth is now used as a golf course for the ultra-rich. In this game, the rich have fled to Mars but venture back to a desolate Earth for a round of golf. Each hole in the wasteland offers its own little story and possible puzzle to sink your perfect shot. Play through destroyed brutalist monuments, crumbling shopping malls, and abandoned museums as neon signs and poignant graffiti take swings at current events, Silicon Valley culture, and humanity. Now, I haven't played this game, but based on what I'm reading and what I'm seeing, it certainly seems like the type of game that has a ton of personality. And while that covers the day-and-date releases of the week, there is one more title I want to highlight, and that's Yuku's Island Express. And that's because the game will be free on the Epic Games Store, and nothing really beats that price, does it? The other titles being released this week on the Steam Store are Devil Slayer, Rakasai, Dwarf Romantic, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing Final Cut, Iron Sight, 9 to 5, and Paint the Town Red. Additionally, Deepest Chamber and Shadow Man Remastered will be available through the Epic Games Store as well. But now let's quickly take a look at the highlights for the rest of September. Now, I don't want to go through every game on this list, as I will be covering it each week as they drop. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell not to miss out. But I do want to highlight 3 very notable releases that I am personally extremely excited for this month. First up is Kena Bridge of Spirits, which will be a day-and-date release set for September 21st on the Epic Games Store. Immerse yourself in a story-driven action-adventure set in a charming world rich with exploration and fast-paced combat. You'll play as Kena, a young spirit guide traveling to an abandoned village in search for a sacred mountain shrine. You'll find and grow a team of tiny sprites known as the Rot, who maintain balance by decomposing dead and rotting elements. You'll get to enhance your companion's abilities, create new ways to manipulate the environment, and uncover the secrets of a forgotten community hidden in an overgrown forest where the wandering spirits are trapped. Now, this game was initially shown off as a PS5 title when they first revealed that console, and it was one that always caught my eye immediately. And that's because it just looks visually stunning. I would go as far to say it almost looks Pixar-esque in many moments. As I mentioned before, I'm extremely excited to give this one a go, and I'm very happy to see it day and date on GeForce Now. It gives me heavy Zelda-like vibes, and if that's the case, I really hope for something special here. But now let's switch gears and take a look at the second title that's my highlight of the month, and that's Hot Wheels Unleashed, which is set to release September 30th. This one will be available on both the Steam and the Epic Game Store. Collect the best vehicles in the Hot Wheels universe, build spectacular tracks, and dive into breathtaking races. If you ever grew up playing with these toy cars or collected them yourselves, you have to take note of just how good this game looks. It's easy to appreciate just how much time and attention to detail went on creating each and every car here, and they definitely included a ton of fan favorites from back in the day. The fact that there's a track editor included really is the icing on the cake, and as a kid growing up, this is the dream game I always wanted. I'm seriously pumped for this one, but now it's time we take a look at the third title I wanted to highlight, and that's none other than Life is Strange: True Colors. It's a day-and-date release on Steam set for September 10th. In this game, you'll be playing as Alex Chen as she hides her curse, the psychic power of empathy. She has the ability to absorb the emotions of others, and when her brother dies in a so-called accident, Alex must embrace her power to find the truth. Unlike the previous entry in the franchise, this game will be a complete game start to finish and will not be released episodically. The game promises to give you tough choices, a truly personal story where you can forge deep relationships, where you can find your voice and feel the truth no matter how much it may hurt. It promises to be an emotional roller coaster, and truth be told, I believe it. They absolutely did a fantastic job with the previous entry, and I'm expecting a lot of things from the sequel. Now, as I was saying before, there are an absolute ton of other games coming out this month, many of which are day-and-date releases among other games that aren't. You can check out the full list of them down in the comment section below, or just stay tuned to the channel, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to not miss out every week when I go through them and talk about the newest games. All in all though, I think GeForce Now has knocked it out of the park this month. There are a lot of games to be excited for, and there's a good variety of them too. I'd argue that no matter what genre you're looking after, this month is pretty much covering most of them, and you're gonna have something you might be interested in. Let me know what title you're most excited for this month and why. For me, it's Hot Wheels Unleashed. I grew up playing with Hot Wheels and collecting them, and I cannot wait to get this game in my hands. I'm sure it'll be a trip down memory lane, and everything I've seen about it really does speak to me as a fan of Hot Wheels, but also as a fan of racing games. As always, thank you for watching the video. This has been The Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming and VR related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.